Hi guys, and welcome to this week's YouTube channel. I'm doing something a little bit different this week. I'm going to be doing a day in the life of me. So that's why I'm still in my pajamas right now. I'm just sitting down outside in my garden to eat my breakfast and have my cup of tea. So I'm going to enjoy that, and then I'm going to take you through the rest of my day. So enjoy. Alright, hi guys. So I've now finished my breakfast, I've had a shower, brushed my teeth, and I've got dressed in some comfy clothes, which is what I like to wear when I'm just spending a day in the office like I am today. So I always start my day by having a look at my calendar and seeing what I actually have on the schedule for today. Today is Tuesday, so it generally is a day for me creating content and just doing general business tasks that I need to get done. So as you can see on my calendar, the first task for today is a meeting. It's actually a 2-hour meeting, and it's part of a business training program that I'm going through. So I'm now going to go and jump into that meeting, and I'll see you guys again around lunchtime. Alright, so my meeting finished early, which is really great. So I managed to send out a few emails which needed to be done as well today. So that's great. I'm a little bit ahead on my tasks for today now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lunch break now. I think I'm just going to make some cheese on toast and go sit out in the garden and eat that and just take a little bit of a break before I get back into my tasks for this afternoon. Okay, so I finished my lunch break now. I had a really nice sort of 45 minutes just sitting in the garden, relaxing and playing some games on my phone. But now it's time to get back to work. So I'm back in my office here and about to jump into my next task, which is what I like to call my daily tasks. So this includes things like checking my emails, checking my bank balance, checking all my notifications and messages on social media channels, and just generally seeing if there's anything else that I need to do in that sort of time. So I'm going to spend the next roughly an hour doing that, and then I'm going to get into some editing of some photos which I took the other day, some Christmas photos. So I'll show you all that editing in a bit. Okay, so my daily tasks are now finished. I'm just recording this on my computer so that I can share my screen with you and I can show you the editing which I'm now about to do. So let's just open up Lightroom here and just share my screen with you guys. So you can now see my Lightroom library. These are some photos which I took the other day, just some Christmas cards and a few other Christmas decorations that I took pictures of the other day. As it's nearly Christmas, I thought I would just take a few photos to just have a little bit of a play around, and now I'm going to go through and actually edit all of these photos. So I've set aside an hour to do this. I'm just going to talk you through the process which I make when I'm doing these. So first thing I do actually is I just go through the photos here and I just decide which ones are actually worth editing. So that one doesn't look so great. This one's okay. I think maybe I'll edit that, although I've used two different types of light. So I've got a more orangey light on this picture, and then this picture is a much whiter, bluer, colder kind of light. So I think I might edit both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give them both a 1-star rating for now. This one, I added in a few little baubles in the background just to add a little bit more colour. But I kind of don't actually like that looking at the photos now. I think it actually looks better without the baubles. I'm finding that the baubles are taking the attention away from the card. So I don't think I'm actually going to use these ones with the baubles here. And then this is just another one of the cards, so a second card, again without the baubles there. So I'm just going to use that without the baubles. I'll give a rating to both of them. Next, I went on to actually just take some pictures of Christmas decorations alone. So we've got some baubles, some tinsel, and a star in the background. This was the first photo I took. Not completely happy with this one because you can see the stand in the background, which I have the star standing on. So going to ignore that photo, and here we're starting to get a little bit better. I moved the tinsel to hide that stand in the background. So that's looking a little bit better. I think I will give that one a rating for editing. A little bit of a close-up, which I actually do really quite like. I think with some editing that would be a great shot. And then just a few more different angles. So I do quite like that one. That one's not so great because we've got a mark on the bauble here, which I'm not really liking so much. So what I did was I actually turned it around and took another photo, which is looking a lot better. And then I decided I'd remove the star in the background just to see how that looked, but it kind of looks a bit empty up here now. So let's leave that one and added in a bit more tinsel, but still not looking great. So again, changed the angle and this is looking a lot better. But it was still missing a little bit, so I added in some more baubles into this one here. So I'll give that a rating as well. But again, you can see there's some marks on this red bauble on the top here. So not quite perfect. I just needed to give that bauble a little clean, and now it looks a lot better. So that's just talking through my basic process for actually taking my photos, and just going through and selecting which ones I actually want to edit. I also just did some quick flat lays of the cards as well. So just those two shots there. I think this one actually looks better than the previous one just with the layout. But we'll give them both an edit and see how they come out. And then I just decided to do a little bit of a sort of patterned layout type thing with the cards as well. So again, I'll give that a star and we can jump into actually doing some editing. So I'm just gonna select my rated photos for editing, and let's go back to the first one. I'll just walk you through how I quickly edit this photo, and then I'll get on with editing the rest. So first of all, I'm just going to crop this photo. Actually, I'm going to crop it to a 1:1 ratio, and just make sure that these edges on the card are actually straight as well, that everything is actually standing up straight. So just using the angle tool there, just to ensure that everything is straight. So that is already looking a lot better, but I think it can be brightened up a little bit. So I'm just going to push the exposure just up slightly. That really makes sure that that white background is nice and white, really sort of making everything pop a little bit more. And then going to add some contrast as well, just to make everything really stand out and really pop. Maybe just a little bit of dehaze. So at this point, just playing around with the sliders that I have here in Lightroom, seeing how different things have different effects. But this is a pretty simple edit for this photo. So let's move on to the next photo. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit the previous button here, and you can see that has added all of the same settings that I used on the previous photo. It's just copied them over to this one. So we can now actually just quickly compare between the two lights. This was the warmer light and this was the colder light, which I actually do think has worked a lot better. So I'm going to jump in, I'm going to edit the rest of the photos. This should take me less than an hour. We'll see how we go, and I'll come and touch base with you guys again at the end. so I've now finished editing all of these photos. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to add some keywords to them. So just back in the library part of Lightroom here, and I'm just using the grid view down the bottom here, so a thumbnail view, so that I can see all of them at the same time. And this way you can actually add keywords to multiple photos at the same time. So I'm just going to go Control A and select all the photos, and then just come over to the keyword tab here and start adding in some words which fit what this is. So Christmas, we have holiday, Xmas, oh, that was 2 words, oops. What else have we got? So I can now, that's pretty much everything that I think fits all of them. I'm just now going to select the ones which just have cards in them, and like cards, greetings, dog, puppy, we've got other kind of, I think that's maybe snow would work as well in there. So that's pretty much it for those ones. And then I've just got the Christmas decoration ones left to do. So again, to select them, I'm going to add in the words here. Tinsel, baubles, how do you spell baubles? Baubles, there we go. And then just if I get rid of that last one that doesn't have the star, I can add in the word star as well. And of course the word decorations has to go in. Decorations. So I'm also just going to add tinsel to these first 4 pictures up here, and I think that is all my editing done. So I finished this bang on time. I'm going to take a bit of a break, and the next thing on my to-do list is to prepare some Christmas gifts for customers. So I will be back after a short break, and I'll show you how I'm going to go and prepare some gifts for my customers. Okay, so for my gifts for this year for my customers, mainly going to be gift cards, as most of my customers are online customers, so I don't necessarily have their actual address to be able to send them a physical gift, and I'm not going to be able to see them to be able to do that. So I'm just going to head onto a camera shop website and pick out some gift cards off their website, which I can email to all my online clients. Now, I do have a couple of clients that I see in person on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do with them is I actually have these gift cards, the ones that you just saw me editing the photos of. So I'm just going to write some nice words inside one of these, and then also give them a gift card as well. So I've finished writing out all my cards and getting hold of all my gift vouchers for all my clients that I've had this year. This is something that really does bring me joy, actually being able to give something back to my customers so that they can continue to improve their photography. So I'm feeling really good about myself now, having done that. And it's time now to create an Instagram reel. So I've chosen a very catchy piece of audio that seems to be trending at the moment about small business owners. I think I'm just going to go down into my garden to actually film this. It's a bit of one of those pointy kind of reels. So I'm going to record that so you guys can watch how I make a reel. So I've just finished editing the reel and have uploaded it to Instagram. Next, I just want to check, I've got a couple of interns working for me at the moment, so I'm just going to check what they've been up to today, and then that is everything done on my list of work duties for the day. So I'm going to chill in the garden for a little bit more and enjoy this beautiful weather, and then I'll have some dinner and maybe watch some telly. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's video. I know it's been a little bit different, but hopefully you have still learned something about running a small business and enjoy seeing what I get up to for the day. So thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure that you give the video a like and subscribe to my channel to get more videos, especially on how to help you with improving your product photography. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.